Hello. In this video, you will learn how to use Proficonf service for distance education. To do this, the teacher needs to register on the Proficonf website, create an event room, and invite students as speakers so that they can turn on the camera and microphone and be full participants in the learning process. To create an account on Proficonf, click the Sign Up button in the upper right corner, enter your name and surname, email, and create a password, at least 6 characters. You can also log in using social networks. After registration, you will be redirected to the event page, where you can create your first virtual room. To create an instant event, click the Start button. Then, invite students by email invitation, or by sending them a link to any other convenient means. To schedule a room for your lesson, click the Schedule button. You will be directed to a page with the form of creating the event. Enter the lesson name. Select and set the date and time of the event. Choose the role for participants, speaker. The speaker can use a camera and microphone, write to the chat, and demonstrate various content. Select the type of access, private or public. Enable automatic recording, so you don't have to think about enabling recording at the beginning of the lesson. Add a link for redirection after the end of the lesson, if students need to be redirected to a web page with training materials. Notice, automatic recording and redirecting address are available in the premium plan. Click the button Create. The newly created virtual room will be displayed in the upcoming section on the Events page. If you want to edit or delete a room, press the button in a form of 3 dots to the right of the name and select the appropriate item. Also here you can copy the link to the upcoming lesson room and send it to your students in any convenient way. To enter the room, participants simply have to enter their names after clicking on the link. Let's go to the virtual room for distance education and get acquainted with its interface. On the left, you will see a list of participants, where the host can manage participants block, remove, change roles, and restrict writing to the chat. You can also assign a moderator to help you hold the lesson. For example, if one of the students behaves inappropriately, the host and moderator can block or remove him. If you need to turn off the participant's camera or microphone, click the Block Microphone or Camera button. Chat, in which the host and moderator can delete all messages or turn off the chat for all participants. For example, if one of the students wrote an inappropriate message, you can delete it by clicking the button in the form of 3 dots to the right of the message text and click Delete. The Share section, where you can share your screen, program window, or browser tab. These can be any sites with training materials or virtual whiteboards for collaboration, such as Miro. Draw something on a whiteboard and show it to participants. Share videos from YouTube. Just write the title of the video, or insert a link and click Share. The video will be shown in sync with all participants. In the File section, you can download, demonstrate, or share any materials for downloading. You can upload files before and during the lesson. The Share section can also be used by students if they are invited as speakers. They have the option of demonstrating a screen, drawing board, YouTube videos, files, and presentations. The host can set up access to the Share section in the event room settings. At the top, in the middle of the virtual room, there are buttons to switch on the microphone and camera, as well as a button to exit the event room. The button to the left of them is the button for changing the privacy mode. This is an important recommendation for distance learning to avoid unwanted guests entering the virtual classroom. If a teacher, when planning an event, created a virtual room open, then after all students come in, it is necessary to close the room and make it private so that strangers cannot enter. To do this, press the button in the form of a lock. If the lock is closed, the room is private, and the student requests to enter, the teacher will decide whether to let it in or not. In this way, you will be protected from unwanted guests entering the virtual room. If you want to make the room open, press the button in the form of a lock once more. Participants will move to the open room without confirmation from the host. To invite participants, click the Invite Participants button. In the menu that opens, copy the link and send it to participants by any convenient means. Or click Invite in the section Invite by email. Enter your email addresses and add them to the list. Select a speaker role for the participants. Click the Invite button. Participants just have to enter their name and go to the virtual room when clicking on the link. On the right, there is a button to enable video recording, where you can enable or disable chat recording, enable or disable user icons on the main screen, enable recording only the host's video. To start recording, click Start Recording. The right of the record button is the button to activate live streams on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or Restream. You can broadcast the learning process to any of these social networks. Next, the Display Modes section. For distance education, we recommend using the tile grid to see up to 20 students with a video on the screen. Tile grid up to 20 thumbnails from the participants' videos are displayed on the screen, the list is dynamically changed, and the most active participants are displayed. If you hold a lecture or a webinar, use the Active Speaker mode. Active Speaker is a mode in which the active participant is displayed on the main screen. Up to 5 thumbnails of the most active participants are displayed on the right. The active participant is the participant who is speaking at the moment. And at the very end, the button Settings of the conference room. In the Setup menu, you can select a camera and a microphone, set the quality of the transmitted signal, set access to the Share section, and change the language. You can also get help from the support team in the virtual room. To exit the room, press the Leave button. The list of participants who took part in the lesson can be downloaded after the event in the Completed section. To the right of the name of the event, click the button in the form of 3 points. In the menu, select Download Participants. The list is downloaded in CSV table format, which contains the name, surname, and email. Please note, in order for the list of participants to be displayed by email, participants must be invited by email. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel and follow us on social media to see more updates.